Sword+dance. Legend of the Black and White Spirit. Chapter 1. This story starts in a castle levels high with red skies and 2 moons. Inside the castle, kneeling down, was a pale man with a long black cloak. He had gray short hair and he had a blindfold over his eyes. In front of him and looking down on him were 3 figures. One was sitting in a throne. The one on the left side of the chair was a man with a purple cloak over his entire body with only his red eyes showing. On the right side was a man with clown makeup and purple hair. He wore a long purple jacket. In the chair was a man who had red hair. He wore a nice black old-fashioned tuxedo. For his face he had a skull mask with an eyepiece missing, exposing his eye. He looked down menacingly at the blindfolded man. He rested his cheek on his fist. Then he spoke. "Do you know why I called you here, Ryan?" the man asked. "And no, sir. May you please explain, Lord Isaac?" The one we know now as Ryan asked. "Very well. There is an unusual strong wave of soul mana on Earth and I want you to find it and bring it to me alive, and if anything or anyone gets in your way you're expected to get rid of it. You're gonna take the portal to Earth and it's gonna take you 1 day to get there. You can take as many skull troops as you want as long as you get me what I want, but if you come back here empty-handed that's your head." Isaac answered him. "Very well, my lord, I promise I will not fail you," he said before teleporting. The clown man chuckled. My, I thought he was gonna piss his pants," the man said, chuckling more. "Isaac, that spirit, doesn't it feel the same as the one from way back then?" the red-eyed man asked. "That's what I'm worried about. We're so close to achieving our goal and having more of them would cost me big time," Isaac said before letting out a sigh. "Yes, that would be really bad," the man said. Meanwhile, a boy with dark skin can be seen floating in a dark void. He had long black dreadlocks tied back into a ponytail. "Kiyoshi," a male voice called. "Kiyoshi." Now it was a female voice. "Kiyoshi," the male voice called again. The boy flashed his eyes open and looked at his surroundings. "We are right here, Kiyoshi." The boy looked back and saw a black silhouette of a man and a white silhouette of a woman. "Where am I?" the boy, now known as Kiyoshi, asked. "You are in your spiritual mind," Black answered. "Spiritual mind?" he asked again. "I wish we could explain this to you more, but we have no time. But they've already sent you someone who can help you," White answered. "Wait, who's they?" Kiyoshi asked. "You'll find out very soon, Kiyoshi," Black said. And with that the sound of an alarm clock rang and he sprung up his bed. His body was sweating head to toe. He used his hand to wipe the sweat off his face and let out a sigh of relief. The fuck was that? He asked himself. Kiyoshi got out of his bed and went to get ready for school. Some time passed and Kiyoshi stood in front of his mirror to fix up his school uniform. He wore long gray pants and socks, with black leather shoes. For his top, under he had no sleeve vest on with a white button-up t-shirt with long sleeves. On top of that was a navy blue blazer and tie around his neck which both had the school logo on it. After fixing everything up he went downstairs to eat breakfast. He got down and he was met by his adopted family. Kiyoshi is the adopted child of a couple who owned a pastry cafe. The couple found Kiyoshi in a basket outside their doorstep with a note next to him. "Morning." He greeted his parents. "Morning, Kiyoshi." They greeted him back. After eating breakfast he left for school. As he was about to get to the bus stop, he saw a girl with slightly blonde hair sitting waiting for the bus. As he got closer, he saw that a boy around Kiyoshi's age was talking to her. "Look, I said I'm not interested, now leave me alone," the girl demanded with an angry expression. "Hey, I wasn't asking you, will go out with me," the delinquent said, grabbing her wrist. "No, let go of me," she tells him, panicking. Kiyoshi having enough, he runs over to them and he makes the delinquent let go of her arm. "Hey, she said she's not interested. I think that's your cue to leave," Kiyoshi said sternly. "Oh really? Or what?" the delinquent asked in a mocking tone. With no hesitation Kiyoshi sent a punch to the delinquent's gut and he was knocked back. The delinquent clutched his stomach and glared at Kiyoshi. "Now I'm not gonna ask you again. Leave now before I start getting mad," Kiyoshi said in a commanding tone. "This isn't over, you hear me? Just you wait. I'm coming back for you," the delinquent warned before running away. "Jackass," Kiyoshi whispered under his breath. Kiyoshi took a deep breath and sighed and turned to face the girl. Now that he has a good look at her. The girl had beautiful cyan blue eyes and very smooth clear light skin. "Are you okay? Did he hurt you?" Kiyoshi asked. "No, but that uniform by any chance, do you go to 4 Clover High?" the girl asked. "Yes, the name's Kiyoshi Takahashi. I'm in my 2nd year in high school, and looks like you're from the same school," Kiyoshi answered. "Oh yes, I'm Hoseki Hira. Just like you." I'm in my second year. Nice to meet you and thanks for saving me from that guy, she said. It's all good, guys like that are really annoying. Anyway, since we're going on the same bus, why don't you tell me a little about yourself? Kiyoshi said. Sure, I'd also like to know you more, she said. Okay, let's have a seat then, he said. Some time passed and Kiyoshi and Hoseki arrived at school. As Kiyoshi and Hoseki walked through the hallways of the school, they were suddenly stopped by two people. One had lightish dark skin and long dreadlocks in a ponytail much like Kiyoshi. This boy had a rose in his hand with a smug look on his face. The other boy was a tall and slightly bulky guy with purple eyes. He had dark hair long enough to cover his right eye. Well, if it isn't Kiyoshi, the boy with a rose said with a smug grin. By any chance is that a girl standing next to you? The boy with purple eyes asked. Daisuke, Hiroto, this is not what it looks like, Kiyoshi said, panicking. Alright if you say so, but we've got our eyes on you, Kiyoshi Takahashi, the boy who is known as Hiroto said. Alright Hiroto, I think he had enough teasing for now, but when we get in class it's over for you motherfucker, Daisuke said. Both boys turned and left. Takahashi, who are those two? Hoseki asked. Oh, those two are my best friends Hiroto and Ba and Daisuke Akuma. Those two were in my martial arts class when I was young. They may be jokers but they're very strong and shouldn't be taken very lightly, Kiyoshi said. Oh really, you do martial arts? Hoseki asked. Well, I can do jujitsu, karate, judo and boxing and a bit of MMA, but what I'm more interested in is kendo. Actually, speaking of, they said there will be a new kendo teacher today, Kiyoshi said. Oh really? Well, if that's the case then I should sign up, she stated. Oh really, you've done kendo before? Kiyoshi asked. Well, I mostly focus on archery but I'm still good at kendo, she answered. I see, well I can't wait to see how you work, Kiyoshi said. So do I, Hoseki said. Anyway, school is about to start, we better get going, Kiyoshi suggested. Like that, the school day passed and Kiyoshi was busy packing his stuff when an announcement came up. Kiyoshi Takahashi and Hoseki Hira, please report to room 23. The person on the intercom said. Kiyoshi finished packing up and made his way to the room. On his way he ran into Hiroto and Daisuke. Hey Kiyo, I heard you getting called. Is there something wrong? Did you do something? Hiroto asked. No, not that I know of, but nonetheless I have to check it out, Kiyoshi said. I see, well we'll see you later Kiyoshi, Daisuke said. Alright guys, see ya soon, Kiyoshi said and took his leave. Did I do something wrong? Kiyoshi asked himself. After some time he finally arrived at the door and saw Hoseki waiting. Oh Hira, you were also called here, Kiyoshi said. Yeah, do you know why? She asked worriedly. Just like you, I'm just about to find out, he replied. Very well, let's get this over with, she said with a sigh. With that Kiyoshi knocked on the door and a loud, come in, said behind the door. Kiyoshi opened the door and let Hoseki walk in first. When they both got in they were met with a man in a jumpsuit. This man was tall and muscular. He had long blackish brown dreadlocks. He had a scar shaped as a thunderbolt vertically on his left eye. On the right side of his hip he had a sheathed katana. Without warning, the man unsheathed his katana and dashed towards Kiyoshi. The man swung his blade vertically, but luckily Kiyoshi was able to dodge it. What the actual fuck, man? Kiyoshi exclaimed. Ha ha ha, so it is you, huh? Well, a normal human wouldn't have been able to dodge that attack, but you did, Kiyoshi Takahashi. The man said with a smirk. To be continued. Whoa, what the fuck, man, this chapter was a mission to write. Ike bro, I'm not very good at starting stories, dog. Like I just wanted to get into the middle as quick as possible, but nonetheless writing it was fun. With that out of the way, y'all are probably wondering where the fuck I've been and why have I not been posting. Well, you see, as a high school kid I have a lot of work to do, and the fact that I'm in 10th grade makes it harder, so I really need to put a bit more focus on my schoolwork. Second of all, I haven't been really happy with the quality of content I've made. Like making gacha videos is fun and all, but it really takes a toll on me, and I'm sorry that I can't make a upload schedule because school can decide to give me homework or a test whenever they want and I'll have nothing to do about it, so please, until things get better, please bear with me. While we are on the topic of videos, this is what my videos will consist of. To take the pressure off me and give me enough time to think, it'll mostly consist of audiobooks on my series Sword+dance. Legend of the Black and White Spirit, then a bit of music. I can rap a little but I'm not the best like Rustage. Then gacha videos won't be as much as usual but I'll still be making them. Then lastly, gaming videos are still a maybe, so please again bear with me. With all that covered, if you liked this first chapter and you'd like to hear more, then please like this video and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications so you don't miss out on a video. And please leave a comment. I really love reading y'all's feedback and any constructive criticism will be appreciated. This is Black and White Flash signing out. Peace.